Good evening. My name is Prince Comrade Olushola. Good luck Adegboye. I'm greeting each and every one of you. Today, right now, we'll be talking about pregnant women or woman, Abino, mad people, and hunchback, etc. They are very large in number. There are some that I will not be able to talk about today or remember. But today we should talk about pregnant women based on the video that went viral yesterday, why a pregnant woman, heavily pregnant, that should be about 7 months, if not already 9 months, that the husband or the one responsible for the pregnancy caught his wife in bed with a supposed spiritual leader. I am a spiritual person. I was born and brought up as a spiritualist, and I'm also a traditionalist. By the special grace of God, I am by title the Oluomo of Alimosho, Shasha, Lagos, Nigeria. And I was born into such family. My mother was also a herbalist. When I mean herbalist, people who take care of pregnant women. And people used to give birth in my mother's house without going to hospital. And when your pregnancy is like 9 months or 10 months overdue, baby is not kicking and it's not coming down, my mother can make that baby kick that very day instantly, and you put to bed sometime that very day, sometime before 48 hours. And that is the family I was born into, and I can never hide the gift of God in my life. The country we are today now, by the special grace of God, before next week runs out, I will take you to a public place, train station, very powerful train station in Zwolle, where Oyibo will go there, broad daylight. They will buy padlock. They will use something to write something permanently. They write their name and the loved one, that they will lock it, that the love is forever. They will even record it and put it in their social media page. They are allowed to associate freedom of worship. But in Nigeria, there are things you don't want to do, but because of your neighbor, you have to do it. There are pastors, religions you don't want to belong because of your friend or family, you will be there. You don't have freedom of worship in Nigeria. Not that anybody is stopping you to worship. You choose not to be laughed at. Hence, you decide to do what others are doing. So let us not waste much time about that. If you are a pregnant woman, you have to know this. Henceforth, you protect yourself, and people around you should monitor your movement and protect you. The video that is going viral on social media now, is possible this woman was lured into it. But before I go deeply into that, I want you to know that so many husband or partner, they make their wife, pregnant woman, to do this. And I will explain. You know, when you are thinking, when you are attributing everything to charm, spiritual, maybe that woman was touched with charm. It could be a spiritual this, it could be a that. But let us always say the fact. Listen, many people, when you listen to them, as the traditional ruler I am, as the herbalist, and as a human rights activist that I am, most of the cases we do handle, you will see when a woman is pregnant, that is when the husband will go and look for another girlfriend. Why? My wife is pregnant. Okay, when you get to know what is the issue, say, you see, my husband is having a side chick. When you confront the husband, say, when she was pregnant, then I don't want to disturb her. Which doctor told you that you don't sleep with your pregnant wife? Those days, it's almost like a taboo for a woman to be pregnant and not being slept with. Maybe the husband died, or who gave her a pregnancy, who impregnated her, say he don't need it. They will do everything humanly possible to make sure she must be slept with if there is no husband. If it's a woman, they pay her dowry, maybe the husband died, there's a way they will come and appease the gods so that she can have a friend during that pregnancy. Because it's very essential, very important for a pregnant woman to be meeting with men and mostly to be depositing grease there. But nowadays, you see, when women are pregnant, their husband avoid them. Okay, let's talk about the feeling. When women are pregnant, do you think they don't have feeling? Aside the fact that it's very important that they need some massage in their vagina, they need some grease, which I don't want to use raw name, yogurt in their vagina to ease the pregnancy, to make the baby, look smooth, sharp, and to make the delivery easy, to expand her body. Now, when your wife is pregnant, you think you are doing her good, you just abandon her. Instead, you look for another somebody outside, thinking that your wife is wood, dead wood, dried wood. And you forget that this your wife, as soon as she's pregnant, she have more contact with the doctor, either the herbalist or English doctor. And what do they normally do? They touch their body. By the time a doctor have already touched your wife's body and she feel honey, coming back home, you are like, oh, she a pregnant person is not, we can't sleep in the same bed, I can't touch you. In a traditional way or English way, you are told and advised how to sleep with a pregnant woman from behind. There is no medical advice that said you should not sleep with your pregnant woman. Now, most people abandon their pregnant woman from the day one, from the month 1, month 2, till they put to bed. And remember, when they put to bed, so many people still abandon them for months. Why? And God forbid, this person that is pregnant that you have abandoned for so long, sometimes they give birth through CS and they can still not make love. Even if they wish to make love, you will tell them, don't you know you give birth through CS? So having a baby, being a pregnant person become something she live to be regretting, that whenever I'm pregnant, my husband don't used to touch me. Whenever I'm pregnant, he will just abandon me. Be pregnant again, she'll begin to have all manners of thoughts. You see, I never wanted to get pregnant because now I'm pregnant again. Until next year, my husband won't get close to me. So now, this woman will now encounter with somebody that say, begin to lay hand on your breast, lay hand on your side, say, this is your private part. This baby will come out easily. The woman begin to feel honey in the name of prayer before you know what happened. Round 1, round 2. If you have slept with your woman and she encounter a person who want to deliver her, the woman will feel irritated and push that man because my husband just finished servicing me. I was even the one that stopped him because it was too much. A woman that have not make love for the past 2, 3 months, even 4 months, you abandon her because of her pregnancy. And now, another person is doing deliverance. You know, wicked people, evil doers everywhere, when they start to touch your breast as in name of my daddy in the Lord, the woman will know, not that your wife is rough, not that she's cheap, but in the name of the belief, daddy will start to touch your baby, say this baby will move. Your belly, you give her for free. From belly, will say, this breast, let this baby come out and suck this breast. This breast is waiting for you. You will not die, but live. You say, amen. Somebody that they are touching her breast. What next? Before you know it, you lay her hand on the private part, say, the baby, you will not operate this baby. Any doctor that say operation will be done through this baby, I pray that this baby will come out from this vagina. When they will put they will not put olive oil. Hey, they begin to massage another person's pregnancy vagina. What is left? Because they are the people we love so much, we believe so much. They even believe some of these pastors more than the Jesus Christ we are waiting for. Then at the end of the day, our brain will just be taken away. And most of them are even happy that this daddy that way is so powerful, want to sleep with me. I have make it in life. They will sleep with her free of charge. Let me tell you, pregnant women, the power that God gave us is in our tongue, not in our hand. Anybody who claims that he or she has power as an evangelist, as a pastor or prophet, that power should come out from the tongue. Do not allow your daddy in the Lord to touch your pregnancy, to touch your belly. Say that you push yourself back. When she is still coming close, say, no, daddy, I don't need that. Pray for me. I believe it will work. That is for that. Then let's talk about their spiritual benefit. As a pregnant woman, you people are so powerful that you don't know. Even me, I don't know what makes you people powerful. You might be pregnant and be going through all sort of problem. That doesn't mean there is no powerful energy in you. And because you don't know yourself, people who know the value, they are looking for pregnant women by all means to sleep with. And in most cases, the child you are carrying, when they sleep with that pregnancy, the child you are carrying becomes a victim of that circumstances. That your child will be malfunctioning. You will be asking yourself, you have a child, there will be problem here and there. Most of you who are pregnant, who feel that sleeping with another man doesn't matter, if you can recollect, you will see that the child you were carrying during that time, you were still flirting around while you know the true father. You will see the life of that child today and the life of those that you kept with their father without going out to do with another man. There's always confusion, confused spirit, bad luck, misbehavior, and to crown it all, they always do what you were doing. If you live to witness that child's behavior, mostly girl child, they always flirt around for no reason. So now, if somebody that slept with you as a pregnant woman did it because of charm or whatever purpose or spiritual purpose, the child always suffer it. If it's back to saying that something that was pursuing them, they say, go and sleep with pregnant woman. In most cases, for you to know that if you listen to me well, if you have done it, for you to know what I'm saying is true, most of them don't use condom. And when you look very well, when most of them sleep with you, they don't even go and wash themselves. They will wear it. Even anyone that wear condom self, he will just wear it like that. Even when they use condom, they can still tie the condom. You think they want to throw it, they will not trash it in that same place you people meet, whether in the hotel or anything. You will not see them trash it. Except you go out before them, you may not know how they trash it. In the most cases, they don't wash themselves, they don't use condom. They do it to renew their power. They do it to be strong. They do it to achieve certain things they are asked to do in terms of seeing vision, in terms of congregation, upon congregation, in whatever thing they are doing. They need that pregnant woman. And you as a pregnant woman, if you are in Africa, you don't piss anyhow. Yeah, you just go on the road. They know that you are heavily pregnant. You just near the bush, you piss there. When you live there, if you are not lucky, those people who always look for such power, they will go there and pack that urine that urinate there. The urine has gone down, has dried though, but that spot, that sand, they will pack it and they will take it to whosoever that has it to do it. Listen, the people that used to take this urine and all that, they are not just the people that want to use it. Just like when you go to this wicked society or native doctor or prophet, the clients, they need to use it to work for the client. They will tell you, don't worry, we'll get it. They will tell those boys around everywhere. You as a pregnant woman, somebody will go and stay for maternity, stay for everything. Boys will stay around. You come out until you reach where you are going. Somebody will be following you. You will not know. By the time you go close to bush, you want to ease yourself. You go away, they pack it. They do that. Then the milk, when you give birth, that milk, they hunt for it. So if you are pregnant, you give birth, that friend you are meeting or pastor, whatever, or native doctor meet you. After you give birth, he will still want to meet you if he needs the breast milk. They use it for another stupid and powerful something. So, my sister, as a pregnant woman, if it's not with your husband, be very careful. That person is not doing it for love, because there is no reasonable man that we want to sleep with a heavily pregnant woman, except you were not told that is pregnant, maybe a few months, you don't know. If you see a woman heavily pregnant, whether from 4 months to any month, and that person want to sleep with you, don't see it like love. See it like an evil. Of course, it is. There are so many things they do with your urine, your breast milk, and to sleep with you direct upon that pregnancy. So it's not for love. Whether it's from your pastor, from anybody, it's not for love. Even if you are a cheater or if you cheat, somebody who knows fully well he is not the owner of that pregnancy, if you want to sleep with you, believe this person mean harm to you, but you should await. That is it. Then if you have mad person that is mad, although you can't keep that person inside, they also hunt for mad people, for wicked charm and other stuff. They hunt for mad people, not just ordinary mad people, person that is mad with dada, with even some of them, don't even wear clothes. You see those women that don't used to wear clothes, when they are mad, you just see their private part. They hunt for those ones very well. You will see a well-respected man caught with a mad person, even in the market, after market have closed or completed building. Ask yourself, why? This is what I'm talking about. Then your child, if you have a child that is born with dread, dada, be very careful how that child goes to places. Oh, yes, one prophet, yeah, come and pray with my children, this and that. Oh, we always take them home for weekend. Maybe that man is a prophet, is this, is that, is that. You be very careful. Dada, that is not just, you didn't dread it, it comes with the child. And the first haircut of your child is another evil thing they do with it. Those days, your child first haircut, you don't throw it anyhow. You don't just cut and throw it in the salon. You take it, you know when to throw it and how to throw it. So protect your child that is born with dada. And when you are cutting the first hair of your baby, please make sure that first hair, you hold it. Just like nerve, what they call it, embryo, that thing that used to come out from nerve. You know, when it dried, they don't normally throw it those days, but now I don't know if Christianity have condemned it. They don't throw it. There's a way they put it in property, they put it in this, they keep it, they do all that. Because if your enemy get hold of that thing and they have the power over your spirit and they want to control that child, even when that child is already a president, once they have it, they can control that child either to live or to die or to be useless. Your first haircut, this thing, I don't know whether embryo or what they call it, nerve, that thing when it falls out, they can send anybody to his early grave, his or her early grave. If somebody have it, you think you are careless, it's my sister, and I ain't help me 3 times. When the thing fall, you can't say go to where I tell that my sister bring it. You will keep it. If you don't know how to keep, if you want to trash it, better trash it that nobody have it. Don't joke with it. So, hey, nerve, dread, not the dread you form, the dread that is born with. Yes, they need it. And some people, even though they did not go to sleep with that crazy person, they mostly go there to cut part of their hair. Mostly those ones that have dread hair, dirty and all that, they cut it for all this spiritual useless power. The power I'm talking about is the power you are seeing now. People will be shouting, "Arabababa, orodododo," congregation will full, business will be like this, anything they talk, it be like that, it be like this. These are the things, most of the things they are using. Not just say voodoo or everybody is that if you are a native doctor, you must know this or you must be using that. These are some of the things they do. That is why you see, I say I don't want to call name. You see some people, you'll be seeing cutting them. I caught so man of this with so woman in the hotel. You ask yourself, what does this man want that I cannot get? They use it to renew their power and to make sure whatever they want comes. That is, it doesn't mean this is the only thing they use. There are certain things just they are doing or they need to be renewing it. These are the set of things they need to be doing it. Then Abino. If you are an Abino as a girl, as somebody, I don't mean somebody will not love you. Be careful with who say want to marry you. You'll be wondering, what does this man see in me? Me that is Abino. Yes, you can be lucky. There can be true love. But 70% of men that run after Abino is another thing they used to do. So if you have Abino as in your family, somebody come and say, I want to marry this Abino, I don't really care, it's my love. Go and pray over it, go and check it if it's real love. Then hunchback, you see some rich people or whatever, well-to-do people, they will be in love with a very serious hunchback, a very short one that almost look like a cripple. With hunchback, somebody will be dying for that. That is another serious one. That one has to do with money. That one has to do with money also with this kind of their fame. So if you have all these people and you still need them alive, you don't want them to be useless, protect them, guide them, try to know their movement, try to be the middle person in their love life. I am not trying to stop you from loving. I'm just protecting you. I just want to know, young man, what do you need from my sister? Didn't you see any other woman? I hope you know my sister is Abino. Why did you love her? Anyway, we will pray over it. Actually, pray over it. I'm not saying these people should not be treated as one or be show love, but you must pray over it when somebody is coming around your hunchback family or Abino, or somebody is trying to show you love beyond your expectation as a pregnant woman. Say, oh, I dey feel for pregnant woman, that is why. Come, let's do different. Let me tell you, a prophet or doctor or whatever that want to deliver you for anything should not be done secretly. Deliverance can be done in the church, in the open, while some other members of the church join. Deliverance must not be you have to naked. You can talk to water, you can talk to salt, you can talk to olive oil and give to that woman, or just anoint her, or tell her to anoint herself. Any pastor who told you or who said, or prophet that we are going to deliver you, but it must be done in so place, in the hotel, you should know already. Because don't tell me they charm you. That is when you find yourself in the hotel. If you tell me you were charmed in the hotel, I can believe you. But before going to the hotel, didn't you know that you were going to a place with that prophet? Before letting a prophet come into your marital home and you have a boyfriend, why don't tell your boyfriend, please come. Our prophet is visiting us today. Probably is going to pray for our unborn child. So that's why I don't call it charm. Because charm cannot just look you your no. I am not saying all prophets are fake. I'm not saying all pastors are fake. But even you as a pastor, prophet, you know that if you did not mean evil and you are not being wicked, You know that pregnancy belongs to somebody else. Why not request, where is the father of this unborn child? Tell him by Tuesday, 4 o'clock, I will be with you guys, whether you are living together or not. You shall let me talk to him. I want to pray for you as a family. I'm seeing danger. Why must you take a woman inside and allow her to be naked? Even though you were not caught doing anything. Have you become Adam and Eve? So we should be careful because more are yet to be unveiled. These people, they are not backing down. They are ready to destroy you, destroy your marriage. They say there is no husband out there. Who tells you that there is no husband out there? Because of all this atrocity, you see a man, not everybody that have the heart of forgiving, they'll just throw you out. You become a single, you become a nuisance, you become a laughing stock. You that people used to respect, people used to run to for help. And we are living in a society where everybody claims to be holy. Nobody want to pet you. Nobody want to encourage you. Nobody want to advise you. You just be a laughing stock for until you relocate to nowhere. They destabilize you. You that run to Jesus Christ, to God through this pastor, you become a laughing stock. Every time you think about how to take your life, because of social media, they just blow it and you have no place to hide. So we should be careful. I am not condemning. If I choose to condemn spiritualists, then I choose to condemn myself. But I say some of us, some of you. Yes, it's true that God said, pray for that woman, there is danger. It's true that God said, touch that woman to be healed. Yes, it was done in the Bible. But Jesus Christ did not naked. I didn't read it in the Bible that Jesus Christ was naked and asked the other woman to get naked and let me anoint you. Jesus Christ did not say, lock this door and wait for me outside. Disciples. If you are representing Jesus and you call yourself the body of Christ, which of the Christs? You are misinterpreting Christ. Women, please wake up. We know most of these things you people are facing is a big temptation. It's not all of you that are wayward. But if you are giving chance to these people, you will be like a wayward person because before you know it, you are there. Mostly for a woman that is not circumcised, which is not these days now, it's against the law. And you allow somebody to touch your breast before you know it, you will be the one holding that person. Mostly when your husband neglected you, when nobody draw you closer as a husband, when nobody talk about love, when nobody give you romance, when nobody massage you. If pastor mistakenly want to rub anointing oil on you, you too will even be the one to hold and say, Daddy. And that is the reason why Daddy wanted to do so. So Daddy will first resist. He said, no, my daughter, no, the Lord didn't say I should do this. But the Lord didn't say you should do this, but the Lord keep on telling you to touch her nipple. So that she will be like she is the one that, makes you to do it. I have seen a pastor saying that woman, you say I should do it. I don't want to do it. You see, you want me to do it. You already touched her. That is the reason why you were touching her, but you want it to be like as if she lure you into it. So women, if your husband that once professed love to you couldn't take the love to the destination he promised you, what makes you not think pastor or just an ordinary person or something you always do in hiding will not be the better one? If your relationship, whether you are pregnant or not, that is when they abandon you, please manage it. So that when you are out of that situation, you separate officially so that you won't be labeled. And by the special grace of God, I am a trained doctor. Yes. I am a trained doctor, a herbalist from Lagos State Traditional Medicine Board with certificate. And I can tell you more about pregnancy and when you are pregnant. Those days, a pregnant woman need a man to sleep with. But these days, according to research and studies, you don't need it. It's what they call coconut oil or Goya olive oil. As a woman, from the month of 7, you begin to use that coconut oil. Massage yourself, maybe morning and night. Morning and night. You massage yourself. Then ewedu, there is a leaf they call ewedu. If you have no husband or your husband is not doing it the way you want, or you are in a far distance relationship, you need ewedu coconut oil. You don't use the ewedu to massage your body. You make the ewedu, only ewedu. You blend it or you match it. You'll be drinking it. If you like, drink it three times in a day. Then you use the olive oil to massage yourself always. Coconut oil or olive oil. Then when it's in the 8 months, from that 7 to 8 months, mostly 8 months, you'll be taking a walk. You just take a walk after you massage yourself. You drink that something in the morning. You warm it and drink wedu in the morning. You massage yourself. You take a walk. At least 10-20 minutes walk. At the 8.5 or 8 months, you'll be climbing a step. If you have a staircase, you climb it. You go down at least 5 to 10 minutes every day. You will give birth, you will put to bed like the way they normally say, miracle child. Don't let any man tell you, yeah, you see, I know your situation. You need a man now. Don't worry, I will help you. They talk as if they are helping you. Because you don't, yes, those days you really need a man. Otherwise, you can born with the CS or you can be, your labor, you can be delayed and all that for some days as a result of not having a permanent man in your life. Not just to be in your life, but to be doing the, to be doing the needful. So you need just olive oil or coconut oil, but you need a wedu. There's a wedu in abroad. They can bring it from Nigeria to wherever you are, any part of the world. Then that issue is settled. Pastors should do deliverance in the public. Prophets should do deliverance even when you know you want to do deliverance for a woman. Do it with your wife. Let your wife be involved in that deliverance. As a woman, when you go to prophetess, first of all, go to the wife. Register your presence. I know some women cannot talk to their husband. They know their husband is doing all these things, but still go and register with the wife. And you as a prophet, if you know what you want to do for a pregnant woman or a married woman that respects herself, because it's not a married woman that will come to your house and portray themselves as a married woman. They will just do anyhow, you two do anyhow with them. But the one that respects herself and just know her purpose of coming to you is to get what she wants and not to sell herself. Yes, still make it clear to the where is your wife? You know, get well, okay, sorry, sir. This thing we want to do here now. We feel doing like this. Not now you want to tell me where they want to. Some people feel react. But listen, if you did not give yourself to charm, to be charmed, charm work, but it doesn't work in everybody. If your mind already has set, oh, I wish this man just live with me, make my problem finish. The mind is so powerful. That is when any little prayer you say, you just go. At the end of the day, the man did not give you face again. You say na charm. Charm do, but that is not how charm work. Next time I will tell you how charm work. Not today. I will tell you how charm work. So we are going to stop here. As a husband, please remember your pet is your wife. Sorry to say, sometimes they say they have fish brain. Do you really think they are talking about fish brain? They are easily carried away. If you love your wife, protect her, guide her, prevent her from going to some places, go with her or be connected. Mostly when you know you still need your wife, but you are not giving her face. If she misbehaves, you will feel it. So why allowing, why ignoring her? Why avoiding her when you know it's not over yet, but you are trying to make her feel regretted, rejected, I mean, and also feel regretted about marrying you, about the relationship. So now when she misbehave, you put her on social media. It's possible you were not giving her face, you just dump her like anything, and body not be firewood. But when you know you still need her, why did you abandon your woman? Anytime she see a size of a man something wearing tight, her brain will go gaga. You see what my mate are enjoying. You just carry somebody child, you just put her in a tight corner, and by the time she now want to do what other people are doing that you are not doing with her, you already set her up, you start to record her. Because of social media now, there are so many things we can no longer settle inside. If I may ask, I'm not in support of that woman. How come this man just came in and start to record? Even though they did not lock doors, before door make at least they can jump up and dress up. After all, it's a doggy style. Yes, it's a doggy style. So how? Even you are with your key, before you start to lock key, a woman can tie wrapper. So it just the whole thing looks like setup. It's like this man already get to be thinking something. So if you know you are suspecting your wife, you people should share grace. Because if the marriage did not work again, you should allow her to have another marriage that may work for her. By the time you start to record her left, right, and center, you disgrace her, you post her all over the world, and you know the marriage wasn't working. You just want to destroy her. Let me tell you, being pregnant for that man doesn't mean they are in a good condition or good tense. Some men want to destroy some women, even though they leave that woman, let that woman be useless. Some women also want to destroy these men, set them up, go and record them in the hotel, post it everywhere just to destroy their life. Please, if you are still in for a marriage, please make it work. A situation whereby it cannot work, is not working, please share the grace in peace so that you will still have your life to live and be honored. So that you still have your life to live and marry another woman or live your life and marry another man. What does it profit a man to gain the whole social media and publish the nudes and lose your soul? All these things you see, I catch my wife, I catch my husband. It's a game of plan. The man already knew it. The man already sensed it. People has already informed. So why not call I know you call the woman will deny. But even though she denies, she will know they don't know. I not do again, no. You begin to know something is fishy. You just plan them, you record them, you finish this unborn child, you finish this woman life, you know, no. So this is where I am going to stop. I am going to be talking about it as time permits me so that people have to learn. You as a pregnant woman, you must know the danger you are into. I don't want to talk much. If I talk, it will look like I explode bomb. If I talk based on the spiritual person I am, you'll be afraid to go to English doctor, talk more of native doctor or prophet during your pregnancy. There are things I don't want to do. There are things I don't do. Not that I don't know them, because according to history, my forefather, they have been in this spiritual something, herbalist. Just my mother of yesterday, I met her there. So there are things they do, there are things I don't want to do. But I can tell you wholeheartedly, this is what happened in the spiritual realm. So protect yourself as a pregnant woman and let you be protected by whosoever that is responsible for that pregnancy or your immediate family. Protect albinos. Don't believe all the love they are showing is true love. Ask God for a direction. Protect hunchbacks. Protect crazy people if you still think you can still rectify their brain, but protect them. Don't let them. There are so many mad people that would have been, rehabilitated back to the society. But because they were loosed and people had the opportunity to take their body parts, to take something from them and use it, so they can never be normal again if care is not taken. Then if you have a child that is born with dada, protect that child jealously from his or her hair, and the first haircut you want to cut your child, and the embryo, the nerve, those things you must protect jealously. I know so many people will not like it because the Christ has taken over the world, but the evil that has taken over the world is more than the religion that have taken over the world, which you will not believe. This church everywhere in the world, if I tell you the numbers of evil people, they are much more than that congregation that are shining. Even that inside that congregation, if I tell you out of that 5,000 members, that 3,005, they have evil in their hearts. They put so many people in bondage. You will not believe. You say, look at this man. Is it the biscuit or chewing gum you allow your children to take for your neighbor? Witches and wizards, or cultism, or what they call it. Is it written in the forehead that you allow your children to eat anyhow because we are neighbor, we are Christian, both Christian from the same church? After just biscuit, your child cannot sleep right from that night, will be shouting, Mama Nkechi, Mama Nkechi, oh Nkechi, Nkechi. You think it's ordinary because they pray together at daytime? Yeah, the church did not really allow us to concentrate. The religion did not really allow us to know who our enemy is. The religion, nothing they happen, but I cover with the blood of Jesus. I anoint my son before I let him go. Nothing go do. I go and play with them. No wahala. I don't put anointing oil for him in a tongue. Let him go. Nothing. Did not over. How do I say it? You overrate your trust, your faith, your hope on something or somebody. Let me tell you, precaution is still the best. You have to be careful. All our grandparents that lived to 120, 115, 105 years, it was as a result of carefulness. Then they were very strong. They fought so many spiritual battles and challenges. So many have 12 children and lose 8. So many have 7 and lose 6. So many have 6 and lose all. There was a serious battle in their days, but then there was also a very serious voodoo in their days. They were very strong and they were very careful. Carefulness is the key to long life and prosperity. Just like you do juju say, no to nothing kill me. You go in front of train, you say, make train jam you. You will die. You do juju say, ode she gon can enter me. You say, oh yeah, shoot and I no enter. You die. But even when you do those juju, you just try to avoid trouble. You avoid where they are breaking bottle. Sometimes people see what I do with bottle in my page. Just for you to know, I am not exaggerating. I'm not just talking. I take some bottle, you see it, I break it with my teeth, I chew it, it turns to water. I open my mouth. I put razor blade in my mouth. I chew it sometimes for you to know what I'm saying. I met it in my parents, it's still working. I chew raw razor blade. But if I'm in a party where they break bottle, I run more than everybody. If I see a child praying with razor in my house, I say, break it. I go and hide it. I don't want to see any broken bottle on the floor. I don't want to see any razor. No, it's supposed, if I match it, nothing happens. But I don't even want to see it. Talk more of matching it. I just display them when I'm doing my festival for you to know these things are real. If you can read Bible and say, let something happen, I can plug some leaf together and also tell you this thing happened now. And it happened. You display the word in the Bible, you bring water and salt, you do something. I display the word from our ancestors. I bring leaves and herb. I do something. That is why I'm doing it. Not that I'm challenging. Not that when I see fight, I will not run. I run. So many times police strengthen me because they are holding gun. I submit. Broad daylight, I submit. I say, okay, you never come to that. But according to something what will be they do, they say no go enter, e no go enter. Why I no go attack the police say e no go enter? I surrender. That is carefulness. Be careful with all of us. Be careful with pastors. Be careful with what you do. These days, nobody lives longer than 100, even up to 100. But our four parents, they live 120 and above. You think it's just, they were so careful. Those days, if they eat sugar cane, they must make bitter leaf soup that day. They are careful not to have dysentery. Those days when mortars was raining, when you give mortars for this meeting women to share, like 3 people share one mortars, they will go and drink bitter leaf and scent leaf that same day. They say dysentery, I don't like them, but they like sugar. They have to be careful. They prevent dysentery. These days, we eat everything until diabetes will come. Are we careful? No. Now, people attribute diabetes and fibroid to a spiritual problem. They say na spiritual problem oh, they say na trip oh, they say I no fit born oh, na my village people. All those nonsense you were eating, you did not cleanse or toxify your system for the past 30 years in your life. You eat all manners of things. Sometimes you eat your stomach get bruised. Sometimes you eat, you begin to mess. Sometimes you eat, you begin to run stomach. Sometimes you eat, you get dysentery, but you never care to make a scent leaf or bitter leaf soup. You are not careful. But when the sickness come, you begin to run to church, run to native doctor, say, you know, one woman told me, my neighbor, he's not my second, my husband just went and married another woman. That woman said she will show me. Now they say fibroid in my belly. So you mean that fibroid just come overnight. Arthritis just come overnight. Carefulness, proactive is the answer. Here I'm going to rest my case. Please put what I preach here or what I teach you here into practice. You will never regret it. And if you love it and you feel you want to share with your loved ones, please just click the share button and share it. The numbers of people we are here, if everybody shares it, because as you are listening to me, you are interested in this, that is why you are here with this number. I am begging you, so that we won't be repeating this episode every other time. Just put hand in the share button and your life will never remain the same. I bless you because I know you are going to share it. This blessing, the blessing of a river, the river never struggle to flow. You will not die before your time. And you will not be a victim of these circumstances that we are talking about. You and your household and your loved ones will not be a victim of this. I bless you because I know you are going to circulate it. It shall be well with you. And when I drop, I'm going to take a look at the numbers of people that share, because I know the numbers of people that are watching or that watch. God bless you. Tomorrow there are other things to talk about. You know, when I travel abroad, I always have time, because in Nigeria, before I wake up, trouble don't wake up, they wait for my enemy. Waiting be trouble. My gate don't full. That's why they talk say if one person say na him pray make nobody better for him community, na bad prayer o, because only you better na big problem. Normally you see my motor, I write my plate number. At a time I remove my plate number. For more than 6 months I remove plate number oluomo for my motor. And another problem, if you remove am, you go road, police go come harass you again because na that plate number dem wan hey. But if I look at the problem I have to solve, the area boys, even the police hailing me for plate number, I know how much I dey spend. Sometimes I remove it. Before I wake up in the morning, widows, widowers, everybody who both who get papa, no get papa, dey wait for me. In short, early in the morning, if I did not put my phone on silent in the midnight, first thing in the morning, I'm in trouble. They wake me up 5, 6, 7. And once you wake me up that first wake, I can't sleep again. Who? I don't have an appointment with them. Now I have moved office attached to my house to another place, which I supposed to have peace. It's written there. Office is no longer here. Go to so place. They will still come and sit down and wait for me. So what am I trying to say? In abroad, no generator sound. Even this talk, when I dey talk, once it is 8 o'clock, I will lower my voice. No playing of hard music, no horn, mostly in Holland. If you hear, ask anybody, if you hear horn, motor horn, machine horn for Holland, you will see everybody will bring head out of the window to check wetin happen, because horn is only bro to avert danger or to alert. So my head is so relaxed, even when I did not eat the way I used to eat in Nigeria, very relaxed. That is where you can see me. If you take a look properly, you will know whenever I travel abroad, I make video, and I travel a lot and I still make video more than Nigeria. Before you shout for bricklayer, shout for plumber, shout for this tilers, shout for all of them, they don't break. Before you follow one case, go police. Police will not answer you until in Nigeria, one case for one day. But here, I can go to 3, 4 police stations in a day, which is 4 cases in a day, and I'll still have time to come back home and take care of myself. But Nigeria, one appointment for one day. So I'm going to do more by the grace of God, and by the grace of God, I think I'm going to spend some time, like I already said, in Western world, because I'm also going to do some container business like we used to do, me and my wife. We thank God now, the doors that have been on ground for some time, as if nobody is building house, people are beginning to, buy it and all that. So even our cars in the shop, they've gone down, which is good news. So when I'm in abroad now, I can't just stay without doing other things. And we answer some people who report to our office. And we answer some people who say their madam traffic them. How did they traffic? Is it that you don't know that you are being trafficked? Most of these people, they will just lie for them to get paper. So we are not going to arrest you people like that, madam and oga. We want to do proper investigation before we come after you. So in the process of doing all this, because it's going to take some time, so I will be loading my containers, traveling Italy, load wine, and do all this. So it's mainly for human trafficking and business. Maybe at the end of the day, we may not imprison anybody after investigation. Maybe at the end of the day, some people may go down for it. But nevertheless, I can say I am going to be fully available for now. So that is it. By the special grace of God, this weekend or next week, I'm going to talk to people who leave their country of residence and nationality to another country. Just like you were in Holland, you have your house, you have your paper, driver license. They told you Belgium is better, UK is better, France is better. Instead of you to go and try it and leave your house for people to be paying, you give out your house, you just go away. We are going to talk about that next week. God bless you. Let me just read comment and we will be done. Unkechi, this is your comment. You say, thank God bless for that. Okay, and somebody here say amen. This person say amen. Okay, we cannot just put out the amen. Evelyn Anthony say amen. Felicia, what did you say? You are right. Okay, this person, you can see it on the screen. So we're going to take few. As your comment, know yourself and be careful with the comment you display in public, because we both say, show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. That means if your comments are not reasonable, people might think you are not reasonable. That is why you must comport yourself and compose yourself to talk to people in the public, no matter the anger, because that tells more about you. Yes, some people just believe, wow, this person with this comment, I want to know him better. I want to know her better. Some people can just approach you to be their loved one or partner just because of the way you normally comment in every platform you go. But some people say, hey, they will begin to insult. This man will just go and check the profile of this person. Ah, this person be fine. We show say na sin going be, but the way they talk for public, I no fit approach this kind of person. No, me no come scatter my house. So that is why you must be very careful. Yes, God bless you. I want to see the numbers of people that have shared it. I mean this business, so just share it, okay? If I've never asked you to share before, I just ask you now. And I believe we all that are here, we are one family. That's why we are taking our time. Because if you go there now, you see that more than 1,000 people or bloggers, they are live now. So for you to have decided to still watch me or us, that means you are deeply part of us. God bless you.